Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Here we are with episode 3 already of Old School Tops cards. I'd said previously I was going to talk about triple autos today. However, I got a couple of messages through Facebook from a couple of collectors in the UK that wanted to see my John Jones PC. So I'm going to show that today. I do have a couple of triples within the Jones PC. But that's what we're going to be going through today. It's not a huge collection, but there's a reasonable number. So back when I started collecting, it's all about the love of the cards and what appeals to me. But I did have one eye on thinking that I should invest some of my money carefully in cards that would be a good investment. At the time when I started collecting, the most valuable cards seemed to be Conor McGregor, Khabib, Ronda Rousey and John Jones. And around the time I was deciding who to sort of PC on the side, in addition to just looking for old school tops, I saw a really great valued card of John Jones on Facebook in the UK. So this is the first card I ever got. It's slabbed, which is unusual. Most of my cards are raw. And I picked up this John Jones Leaf card from 2010 for £75, which is about $110, $120, something like that. The centerings are 10, the edges are a 9, the surface is a 9, and the corners are a 7.5. Although I've really looked, I can't see a lot of damage. The autographs are 9, which I thought was great. And I knew even then, as a new collector, that for that sort of money, it was a card I should pick up. So once I'd got this first card in, I thought, well, that's it. I'm going to try and pick up some John Jones cards. I've been really lucky, actually. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, no, 3.5 years ago, when he wasn't really particularly active. He hadn't signed for some time or been as relevant as he was. And there was some cards to be had at really reasonable prices. And whenever I saw one that I liked the look of, I picked it up. I didn't go for, in the last year, he started signing again, and I haven't gone for any of those. I look for the older cards. I always try and pick up a numbered card when I can. Although, ironically, this one isn't numbered. But as I said, at that price, I couldn't pass it up. And it's gone from there. My absolute passion is dual autos and triple autos and old tops. But as I said, and I know the value of those are more to me than financially, probably, although I've got some decent cards. But I always thought the Jones would be worth getting, not just from a collecting point of view, but financially as well. It made sense. Something to pass down to my boy, and to hopefully know that the money that is invested in these cards will certainly not diminish, as a lot of cards do, and actually may accumulate slightly. So I've started, as I've said, just picking off John Jones cards, which I'm going to take you through now. So very few are slabbed. That may be a mistake on my part, I don't know. I tend to like the raw cards, I've got to be honest, but as I said, this was such a good buy. I had to have it. And it's interesting, you see these cards now between $250 and $300 regularly, if not a bit more. So I felt it was a really good buy for me to pick up. So no particular order. I'm just going to go through my collection. So this one is Topps Octagon Side Bloodlines card from 2013. It's numbered to 50. This is number 32. And this forms part of a set. I think there's 10 cards. I might be wrong. There might be 8, but it's that sort of number. I've got 6 or 7 of them now, including this one. I know I'm missing Misha Tate, and there's another couple I'm missing. In fact, I might show that set one day, but I picked up the Jones. Actually, I had 2 of these, and I sent one to Tanner in the US, who moved it on, I think, to Brandon. And I kept this one because I only let it go because I had a duplicate. I think I'd seen one at a price that I couldn't refuse, so I picked it up. But It's a really attractive set, actually. I will complete it one day if I can find a Misha and whichever one the other one I'm missing. It might be Uriah Faber, I'm not sure. But Jones is the chase card in that set, or one of them, and I've got one of those, as you can see. It looks really clean. It's a nice auto as well. It's nicely centered in the box. One thing I've noticed with picking up John Jones cards over the years, and you'll see from the video today, is that he's got a really inconsistent auto. He's got 2, 3, 4 different ways of signing. That one's John Bones. That's John Jones. He signs Johnny Bones Jones. But even if he just signs John Jones, there's different versions of how he does these J's and how he signs, which is unusual. Most fighters are pretty consistent. So I was pleased to pick that card up. As I said before, I like the bloodlines. It's numbered to 50, part of a smaller set, so it ticked all the boxes for me. Again, no particular order. The next one to show you is a Finest Moments. This is a card highlighting the fact that Bones becomes the youngest UFC champ. So that is from UFC 128 when he beat Shogun back in 2011. So again, a card I thought was worth getting. Unusual for me with a Jones card. It isn't numbered, but it's an early one, and it's one that I wanted. It's quite an historic one, obviously, with him becoming the champ. The Finest Moments cards are really attractive. But you see what I mean about a signature? So the first 3 cards I'm showing here, and the signature is different and all, and yet they're all authenticated as legit. Next up is a really attractive card from Mr. Jones. Again, nice neat signature, really well centered. I like the gold and the black on this one, actually. As you can see, this came from the card father himself, Eric Larson, who's been really good to me as a new collector to help me build my collection sensibly. This is from 2016. It's a top of the class card, and again, such an attractive card. Even though it isn't numbered, it's one that I wanted to pick up and add to my collection. I always look for the aesthetics of a card, how attractive they are. The old Topps cards, as I've said before, they really put a lot of attention to detail, into the design, the colour coordination, and there's just something about the gold, the grey and the black on this card that really appealed to me. And one thing I've noticed with the top of the class cards, I don't know if you can see it there, but they're a bit thicker, actually. They're quite a nice thick card, and again, one that I wanted to pick up. Here we have a heavy hitters, John Jones. I love the graphic on that of him throwing that left hook to the liver. I think it's Shogun, but I'm not entirely convinced. This one is more of a silver sort of feature. Really nice artwork. Again, a very different auto from the one I just showed you. A different style to that one. Different style to that one. There's no loops in the J's at all. Probably a bit more similar actually to, yeah, it is. There you go. It's quite similar to the Finest Moments. And this is numbered. This is numbered to 25. It's number 21 of 25. And definitely a collectible card. And one that I wanted to get. That is from, I don't know. I can't see a date on that one. I'm guessing it's an early one, but I can't actually see the year that was produced. Maybe I should look that up before I started the video, but nonetheless, it's part of my PC, and so I thought I'd show it to you. I've got a couple of Finest threads, John Jones. Here's the first one. The patch, the relic, is not from any particular match or event, but it's 2013. It's a Jumbo Finest Threads relic card, and it was one that I wanted to add to the collection. Again, I quite like the simple design. It's a shame it's not from an actual event, but that's an attractive card. Again, it's an unmistakable John Jones auto, and the finest threads are attractive. It's interesting though that some are numbered and some aren't. So this one isn't, but the research I've done is that they were produced in limited quantities. And yet the other one I've got, so that's 2013, and my other finest threads, completely different signature. If you look, John Bones, the J's completely different, and then just Bones. But that one is from 2011, so it's earlier. That's Hello 25, so that's numbered, number 10 of 25. But the 2013 one is not. It's not numbered. But I haven't seen many about, I have to say. So still a pretty scarce card, I would suggest. Anything 50 or lower at a good price, my advice would be to snap it up if it's John Jones and put it away. 25 and under, then they are really quite scarce. And I was very happy to get this one at a price that you wouldn't be able to get it for now. I've had this card a couple of years, and very pleased to own it. Next up is another patch card. It's fighter worn memorabilia. I love the colour of the patch on this. There's three tone there. There's white, yellow and grey. Beautiful design. If you see the American flag there with the stars and stripes. A really good pose of Jones as a light heavyweight. Nice bold signature. And again, numbered to 25. It's another Bloodlines. It's a 2013 Bloodlines card. And just beautiful. One of my favourite cards. Irrespective of value, just aesthetically, on appearance, I think it's a stunning card. Absolutely beautiful design. And one I was incredibly lucky and pleased to find. It's just a shame it's not from any specific match or event, but very attractive. It's numbered to 25, and another Bloodlines. Something about the Bloodlines that just hit different for me. The quality of the design. They really are little mini pieces of art, I think, sometimes, without wanting to overstate it. And just something that's really, really great to look at. It's surprising how your collection can mount up. I don't consider this a huge John Jones PC, but I haven't got them all out like this and looked at them in one go before, and there's more here than I thought, actually. Next up is a premium pieces, numbered to 88, from Topps. All my Jones cards are Topps. I don't think he signed for Panini, so there would be 54 of 88. This is from 2012, and it's an authentic Topps UFC Knockout Auto Premium Pieces relic card of John Jones. The relic, again, does not come from any specific match or event, but a very nice card to have. A similar card, authentic fighter worn memorabilia. This is numbered to 150. So not as scarce, I suppose, as some of the earlier cards that I've shown you. This is from 2012, and again it says it's an authentic fighter gear relic card. Not from any particular event, but it's a numbered Jones card. This was less than $200, and if it's different to something I've already got and I feel like it's good value, I'll pick it up. And this definitely ticked those boxes. Next up is another favourite. It's a dual coloured matte relic. There's a little bit of blue. It's a shame there's not a bit more, to be really picky. But again, a really nicely designed card from Topps. It's another Bloodlines. It's a Fight Mat relic card, and this is from UFC 159. So from a specific event, which I think adds value and credibility to it. It's numbered to 25. It's number 16 of 25. And just beautiful. Not a particularly thick card for saying it's, oh, I suppose it is. But look at that. That's from the actual event, UFC 159. I should have looked it up. I don't know if that's the Chael Sonnen fight. But yeah, an actual relic from the actual fight mat, the canvas from UFC 159. Just to think you're holding a bit of that history there in your hands makes it special to me. And again, different from anything else that I've got in the PC, and something that I wanted to pick up. I don't really target specific John Jones cards. It's just whenever I see one that I fancy, I won't overpay. I like to be sensible about pricing. I have walked away from many cards when I felt they've been overpriced, but if it's at what I consider to be the right price, it's a no-brainer for me to pick it up. This card ticked that box as well. This is number to 50. It's number 47 of 50. Again, beautiful, simple design. Really nice, clean signature towards the centre of the card. John Jones throwing a knee. It's funny because he's not one of my favourite fighters, and he never was. I admit how good he was. Right at, you know, the very top of the game, of course. Not a favourite of mine. I thought Gustafsson beat him in the first fight. I thought Reyes ran him really close. I wanted DC to win when they fought. But that doesn't mean they're not a good fighter to add to a PC and to build as a potential investment pot as well. Actually, there's a bit of a scratch on the case there. I need to change that. It's definitely not on the card. It's on the case. I can feel it. So that's from 2014. Another knockout relic card. And another really attractive Topps card. They really pulled out all the stops back in the day with their design. Next up is another, I don't want to repeat myself, but another visually stunning card. The blue ink of the signature matches the metallic blue on the card as well. Throwing a head kick this time. Signed it John Bones. It's a 2010 main event, so it's the earliest John Jones auto I've got, along with the Leaf card that I showed you at the start from 2010. And yeah, just beautiful. I'd like to think they match the colour of the pen with the blue. I don't know, but it certainly worked as far as I'm concerned. It's a stunning card, and a nice action shot. I do like these action shots where he's throwing a kick or a knee rather than just posed. I think they add something to the card personally, and that's what's that, 16 years old now, that card. So well worth hanging on to. This is a well-known card and quite desirable these days. That's probably the favourite version of his auto for me, the two loopy J's on John and Jones. This is just such an attractive card. Still sealed, which I think personally appeals to me. Obviously the very famous logo there. It's interesting, it's numbered to 99, which is quite a high print run, but a really valuable card these days, becoming more and more so. From 2012, it's a patriotic patch card, Bloodlines again. As I said, numbered to 99, but a valuable card, very collectible and just beautiful, absolutely stunning. There are other fighters in this particular set of patriotic patches. I've only got the John Jones to date, and yeah, it's a great card. I have to say that's one of my favourites as well. You saw this one in the first video. This is my red ink Johnny Bones Jones, numbered to 25. It's from the Scarlet Signatures set. This is number 17. Again, these have really rocketed in value just in a matter of 2 or 3 years. That's from 2015. So again, all of a sudden you see that card now is 11 years old. And although there are new cards coming out with Jones on in 2025 and 2026, for me, you still can't beat those older Topps cards. Again, a nice action shot, throwing a knee, the beautiful red ink that really pops against the scarlet background, and a low number, 25. So it's just tick, tick, tick for me. I had to have a Jones red ink, and I bought it at the right time. So I certainly wouldn't be buying one now, but very happy to pick that up when I did. It's one of the first ones I got, actually. There's a few more left before we run out. So this is a recent acquisition. This is a John Jones Independence Edition from Topps. I believe it's numbered to 15. I'm sure it's numbered to 15. It's 2012 Topps UFC Moment of Truth Independence Edition. And yes, it's number 9 of 15. If you can just see that in the bottom left-hand corner. What a beautiful card that is. Absolutely stunning. It's a shame that a bit of the J is just missing off the strip there, but again, a delightful design, really attractive on the eye. I love the fact that it's number 2015. It's a very, very scarce indeed. From 2012 Independence Edition. I've seen Independence cards for Chael Sonnen, and I've seen a couple. I can't recall. I've definitely seen the Chael Sonnen. The only one I've got is John Jones. I thought it'd be a really good fit for my PC, and I was thrilled to bits to pick this up. It's the second lowest numbered card I've got, I think, at 15. I've got a couple of 10s, which I'll show you in a moment, and I've got a Ruby 8, and then it's just 15. But the numbering aside, it's just a beautiful card, you know, along with the patriotic patch and the patch from earlier. You know, these are some of my absolute favourite PC cards. Another rare Jones card with a beautiful design is this one. Very simple design, just throwing the elbow there, looking straight at the camera. Gorgeous gold colour throughout, a beautiful signature in the middle, and that's it for the front of this card. Very simple, very stylish. It's numbered to 25. It's number 22 of 25. And what a card. What a card to pick up. Another favourite. It's a more simple design than a lot of the others. But again, the way Topps put the attention to detail in 10 years ago, 15 years ago was incredible. And that's a stunning card as far as I'm concerned. Another Bloodlines card. Again, this is a well-known card that is popular with collectors. You've got the USA flag as a backdrop. Jones just stood there posed with his arms folded. He's young there, as you can see. And a Bloodlines, which I like, from 2011, I think. Not numbered, but a desirable card, which is why I went for it. You see what I mean about, I've got more than I realised actually now. They soon build up. I've got one more single to show you, a couple of duals, a couple of triples, and that's it. So the final single is this sealed ruby. It's again a gorgeous, subtle design, almost a shadow effect, like a ruby coloured, which is appropriate given that it's numbered to 8. This is Bloodlines from 2014, number 6 of only 8 cards, top sealed, and it looks immaculate to me, but I won't get it graded. It's really hard to do in the UK anyway, but I'm certainly not sending it off at the risk of something happening to it. So it will stay raw. That's the lowest number John Jones I have, to 8, and yeah, it's a beautiful card. Absolutely stunning in the hand. It's the ruby colour with it being an 8 is just beautiful. I have a couple of John Jones dual cards. Again, this is, I don't have many slabbed. This is a dual international incident card signed by Lyoto Machida and John Jones. It's been graded an 8. It's from 2012, another Bloodlines edition. And yeah, I'd have preferred it raw, funnily enough, but I couldn't pass up on this card when I saw it, and it's made a good addition to the collection. My other jewel was featured on the backdrop the other week, and it's this stunning card with Chael. So this is from 2013. This is the Finest Fighters dual auto card. I've got 4 or 5 cards in this set. One week we'll get to the booklets, and I'll show you some of the booklets that I'm lucky enough to have. This, I think, is my favourite. I prized this out of the hands of Tanner a couple of months ago. It was a favourite of his as well. It was really good of him to let me have it for my PC, and it's a cherished card. One of the cards in this set that is a grail chase for me is the Diaz brothers. I've never seen one anywhere. I know Brandon's got one, which is just stunning, and I've seen one for sale once, which I missed out on, but it was above my budget, to be honest. But over the moon to own this Jones and Chael. One day I may find a Diaz, I don't know, but even if I don't, I've been really lucky with some of the cards I've picked up. I was very happy to get that one. The last 2 Jones cards are actually parts of other sets or part sets that I have. The first one is a triple auto from, let's have a look, 2013 UFC Knockout 3 of a kind, featuring John Jones, Clay Guida and Carlos Condit. They all came from the same Jackson Winklejohn Albuquerque team, and that's the connection, and that's why they're all on the same card. It's numbered to 10, so after the ruby, this and the other triple I've got are the lowest numbered John Jones cards I have, number 6 of 10, and they really are like unicorns, these triple autos, especially with John Jones on. I'm lucky enough to have 2. I've got that one, and I've got this one, which I think is incredible. It's number 4 of 10. The reason I like it so much is you've got the heavyweight champ, Cain Velasquez, the light heavyweight champ, John Jones, and the middleweight champ, Chris Weidman, all on one card, which I think is pretty special. It's from 2015. It's a UFC knockout card, and it's beautiful. So those 2 triples, they form part of another set, and you may well see them in a future video when I show some triples. But they've got John Jones on. I wanted to show them with the other Jones cards, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing the Jones PC today. These videos, I've said before, they're not about showing off. I'm proud of my collection, but it's really about stimulating interest in the hobby. I got inspired by my first ever John Jones card, and I've gradually added more to the PC, as you can see, and hopefully other people will feel equally inspired to start collecting. You can still pick up Jones cards at a reasonable price if you look, but it's great fun. We all know as collectors it's the chase that's the fun part. Thank you for viewing. I hope these videos are interesting. I will post as regularly as I can. There'll be another one next week. I really appreciate all of the kind comments and feedbacks from the first 2 videos, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this one. Bye for now.